Hello there, welcome to my channel. My name's Catherine and this is So Much Sewing. This channel is all about the sewing, it's all about me. It's all about me, guys, and my sewing adventures. And today is a Friday Sews. As you will know, Friday Sews was created by Jen in Today in Jen's Sewing Room. I'll link her below. If you haven't had a look at her website yet, please do go and have a browse through all her videos. There's all the Friday Sews, but plus she's been doing sewing YouTube videos for quite a while, I would say. So she's got loads and loads of videos there for you to have a look at. A good way to spend a rainy afternoon. If you're in the southern hemisphere, that is. If you're in the northern hemisphere, you'll be outside enjoying the sunshine, I'm sure. Today I just wanted to catch you up on my Merchant and Mills field address. You'll probably remember, gosh, I feel like I've spoken about it many times, you're probably sick to death of it by now, but it's the blue wool plaid, or check as we would call it in New Zealand, blue wool plaid Merchant and Mills field address. That's a bit of a mouthful. I showed it to you previously and I said I just didn't know how I felt about it. It was actually, I had the pattern that was for a size 20 through to a size 28, and it didn't fit me anymore. It was a little on the large side. So what I did is I graded it down to what I thought was a size 18. So I looked at the difference in the lines between a size 20 and a size 22, and a size 22 and a size 24. And so what that difference was in every place along the pattern is how I then graded it down to a size 18. I thought I had done it correctly, and I was quite pleased with myself because I was meticulous. I was very careful with what I was doing, and I think I did it correctly, but I think the pattern is quite a large fit, and so it ended up too large on me. I will buy that pattern again in the smaller size range, and I think I'm going to actually go down a size. I was speaking with one of my beautiful viewers, Lynn, in the comments, and we were chatting about what size she might make if she was to make it, and she decided she would go down a size, and I think that's what I'm going to do too. I probably will go down to a size 16, but in any case I've got to buy the new pattern yet before I do that. But so I finished the dress and I just found it was very large on me, and I ended up actually taking out a lot from under the arms and through the body, and because I think also the fabric had something to do with it, because it's, not a very drapey fabric. It is a beautiful wool, it's so comfortable to wear, and I do really like wearing it because I have worn it, but it's not a really drapey fabric, so I think that's possibly got something to do with the way that it sits on me. I'm actually going to move over a little bit so that I can put some pictures up here. As I say, I did wear it, I wore it to work the other day, so I do have some pictures to show you. So where was I? Yeah, I don't think the fabric drapes as well as it could, and so I think that sort of adds to the feeling of it not being quite right. But look, there's really nothing wrong with it. Hopefully you'll see in the pictures that I'm posting that it looks fine. I did shorten it because it was a bit sort of flappy on me. I did shorten it. It's quite a lot shorter than the pattern calls for, and I wore it with a blazer to work, and because it's winter here, I also to go in and out of the car and what have you, I also wore it with a longer line. I've got it's sort of a knit shackety type thing, so I think I've got a picture of that as well. But I really liked wearing it, and it gave me a sort of 1983 Catherine vibe of, you know, young teenage me sort of mucking around with the old punk image. And I had it on with some very chunky boots with buckles on it, and I felt very Susie Sue, and I just really enjoyed wearing it. And it was so warm in the office. I had it so the dress itself is wool. I had a viscose t-shirt, long sleeve t-shirt underneath that, and just a cami. It wasn't even a merino cami underneath it, and I was toasty warm all day in the office. Wool, of course, is really good at regulating your temperature, and so I was really comfortable. And I had tights on, and my legs didn't even get cold. Often if I've got a shorter skirt on and I'm wearing tights, my legs get cold in the office, but I was just so toasty warm all day, I didn't even have cold legs. So yeah, I pronounce it good. I just wish I wasn't so hard on myself. I think as sewists we are really hard on ourselves, and especially if you are showing your makes to the world on YouTube. But so yeah, I was a little bit hard on myself. There's really nothing wrong with this dress. Is it my finest work? Maybe not. Maybe the fit is not 100% right, but oh my gosh, who gives? It's perfectly fine, and I'm really, really happy with it, and I'm so glad I made it. Like I say, I will more than likely buy the pattern in the smaller size and make it up again, because it's just so easy to wear with the you know, it's fantastic made up in a linen with knit cuffs around the neck and around the sleeves. You can put pockets in it if you would like to, and it's got some really great shaping. It's got a seam here on the, it's raglan sleeve, and it's got a seam here to give you great shaping. So yeah, it's a win, guys. I should probably tell you what I'm wearing. You've seen this probably a dozen times as well. This is the I think it's Lady McElroy fabric. I got it from the Dali Society in one of her bespoke boxes a few months ago, and this is the Wexford dress by Cashmerette. I've made this pattern up. This is the second time I've made it. I made it first of all in a short sleeve version. I put a puff sleeve on it. I put the Carlisle sleeve on it, and so this is a really handy, you know, great pattern if you belong to the Cashmerette monthly club, which I do. I have found their patterns have been really good, and I've downloaded almost every single one of them every month. I haven't made anywhere near every single one of them, and there are a couple there I may not make, but I've downloaded them every month to get my money's worth, and they've you know, been some really, really good patterns that I've made several of them up, and they have become sort of firm favourites of mine, like this Wexford one here. So that is what I'm wearing today. I also wanted to show you the dress that the top that my sister made out of the same fabric that I made the fielder dress out of. She also purchased that fabric. She's a newbie sewer. She has done some sewing in the past, but she's now jumping into it, boots and all, with a newfound passion. And she made the drop shoulder top by the Avid Seamstress. I have mentioned this before in a previous video, and one of my viewers, Jackie, was saying that she's also got a bit of a similar relationship with her sister and sewing that I have with my sister and sewing, and that Jackie, you know, has done more sewing than her sister, so she's, you know, she's sort of the bit of the guru in the family. But I think my sister is quickly going to surpass me. She's very confident. She doesn't think she is, but she's very confident, and she's very happy to make changes. And what she did is she made the Avid Seamstress drop shoulder top. It's a free pattern you can get when you sign up to their website. She lengthened the sleeves because she wanted them a bit longer, and she put elastic in the cuffs. I mean, this is quite adventurous for some. This is the second item she's made in years and years. The first item being a little dog coat for her dog. I'll pop a picture in here because it's very, very cute. So the second item she's made in years and years, she's lengthened the sleeves on it, she's put an elastic cuff on it, and she lengthened the top itself. So I think she's very, very adventurous, and she will quickly surpass me, I'm sure. But this is the top that she made. But as I say, Jackie was saying in the comments that the Avid Seamstress top, the drop shoulder top, is quite wide in the neck, she said. So watch out, just to let you know that it is quite wide in the neckline. But by the time she had mentioned it to me, it was too late, and Sarah had already cut it out. And yes, it is very big in the neckline. Sarah did an amazing job. You'll see in the pictures that it looks fantastic. She wore it away to our weekend away recently. Guys, this is Editing Catherine. This is why the actors in Hollywood all say don't work with animals and children. I've just had a look at my video, and oh my gosh, that dog sitting behind me just got an itchy bit. She got an itchy bit, and she's spent a long time licking this itchy bit, and it's not an itchy bit that anybody needs to be watching her itch, if you get my meaning. So I'm going to have to come up with some little something that I can put over the top of this dirty, dirty dog licking her itchy bit. So very sorry. So hopefully I can come up with a really good solution for that. And actually I didn't ask her, but I'm sure she was very toasty warm, because I found that the fabric really warm. It looked great on her, and it looked, it looked perfect. She did an awesome job. But yeah, the neckline was gapey when she sat down. It did sort of gape a little bit. So but that's okay, sometimes these things happen. The main thing is that she did a great job, and hopefully she got some confidence from that. She is launching into a new project at the moment. She's making the Frida Dress by Sew Over It, and out of an absolutely beautiful sort of caper green linen that she got from, from the fabric store here in New Zealand. So I can't wait until I can see that. She's in a different city to me, so I can't, sort of be hovering over her shoulder seeing what she's up to. So I'm sure that will go well as well. I wanted to show you a couple of bits of fabric that I have purchased recently. This one is a cotton sateen. I purchased this one off someone's D-stash, so it's thrifted. How much have I got? I think I've got 2 meters of it. It's got a little bit of stretch in it, but I just think it's really, really nice. I got, I didn't pay much for it. It might have been $20 or something like that for 2 meters. So just a very small amount of stretch. I have no idea what I'm going to make this into yet. Yeah, just a small amount. But I just think that's really gorgeous. I love a black background. I'm sort of indulging in my, like I said earlier, my teenage punky gothy type sort of roots lately, and I'm really enjoying black, and yeah, I just think that's gorgeous. Look at that, beautiful. So any suggestions will be gratefully received. We are in the middle of winter, as you probably know, but I want to start making things for our upcoming spring. So this could be a nice little jacket. It could actually, I've made the moss jacket by Helen's Closet. That's moss, M-O-S-S, if you can't understand my Kiwi accent. So this might be quite nice in a cropped moss jacket. But yeah, if you've got any ideas, let me know. The next piece of fabric I would like to show you, I've actually been eyeing up for a long time, for a long time. And I've resisted the urge because I love the colours on it, but it's this Lady McElroy, which I'm sure you've all seen. It's a jersey, viscose jersey. I love the colours on it, and I love the flowers on it, and I love all these colours here, but of course it's got snakes on it, which, I don't mind too much about the snakes, but it's got bugs all over it too, and I'm really not a bug fan. I am no friend to bugs. If I see a bug, I deal with the bug. So, you know, me and bugs, we don't get on. But I love this. I love it, love it, love it. And a company here in New Zealand, Harmer and Huff, was having a remnant sale. And so I just thought, look, it's on sale. I have to buy it. It was their last piece, 2.1 meters or something like that. So it's a jersey crepe. It's got a really interesting texture on it. I've not seen a jersey crepe before. I hope that's coming up. But it is a very crepey texture. It's very, it's got a white background, and when you stretch it, you can see a lot of white. So I was kind of a bit surprised by that. I didn't think, I mean, you know, everybody says what amazing quality Lady McElroy fabric is, and I'm sure it is, but I just wasn't expecting it to be that sort of, to show that much white when you stretch it. Not that I will ever wear anything that is that stretchy, that it's going to stretch that much on my body. That will never happen, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, love this colour. It's a, I think they called it marine colour. It's a mid blue with a slight sort of purpley tinge to it, I feel. So again, I've got no plans for this, so let me know if you have an idea of what I could make with this out of 2.1 meters. And yeah, so I was really happy to pick that up on special. The last thing to chat to you about is I'm making a shirt, and I'm not very experienced with making shirts. I have made this pin cord shacket type thing for my husband. I've made that recently. I made the Helga shirt, which I think I've got a picture of, quite a while ago. But that one wasn't intricate. The Helga shirt is not intricate. The jacket that I made my husband had the cuffs and the plackets, and actually, did it have plackets? It had front plackets. Anyway, it was a bit more complicated. Of course, I made the Tilly and the Buttons Rosa dress recently, and but I found a new pattern and I love it. So I thought I would make it. It's sort of similar to the Rosa dress, but I think it's going to be better for my shape. I won't tell you what it is yet because I want it to be a surprise. I don't want to spoil your surprise. It's probably more the case that I don't want to spoil my surprise. I am really looking forward to the end result, and yeah, I can't wait to show you. Hopefully it'll be in my next video. So I am partway through making it. Last weekend, I literally spent all weekend on this shirt. I cut it out. There was so many pieces to this blinking thing. So I cut it out and ironed on, you know, block fused all the interfacing on one day. That literally took me the whole day. And then the following day, I did some sewing on it. And I've gone a long way. What have I done? I've gone a long way. The collar's on, the front placket. I've even hemmed it. I probably really all I need to do actually is, I think I might just need to do the buttons and the buttonholes, which not my favourite thing, but that's what I'm going to do. I've made it out of this brushed cotton flannel. It's brushed on both sides, although that side is not quite as furry as this. It's beautiful. I just love it. Of course, it's quite, you know, quite a sort of a dull grey colour. And so what I've done is I've put some accent colour on it. I've used some blue accent colour on it just to lift it a little bit because I didn't want it to be too dreary. I would like to be able to wear this sort of as the spring sort of starts coming a little bit closer. I would like to be able to wear it then, and in autumn next year when I would like to be able to wear it autumn time as well. So I don't want it to be too dull and dreary, so I have put this other colour with it, a blue. And I'm really looking forward to getting this finished. So please stay tuned and look out for that video next week. And I really think that is about all I have for you this week. This probably will be a short video. It's looking like less than 20 minutes. So that'll be a first for me for a long time. But so I did want to just take the time to say thank you so much for all the lovely comments I had in my last video. I really do appreciate having conversations with you guys. I do enjoy it. And you did say some gorgeous supportive things. So thank you so much. And actually a couple of you did go on to use the affiliate link I posted down below. I said that I had my first affiliate link with the French-speaking Canadian company known as, because I can't pronounce, I'm not even going to try. And so yeah, a couple of you did, many of you did go in and have a look at the website, and some of you did purchase as well. So thank you very much for doing that. I do appreciate it. And like I say, it was the comments, I got lots of really great supportive comments. So thank you so much, ladies. You know, I said earlier that I'm very hard on myself with my makes, and I find fault with things, and I worry about showing you things on my channel because I'm not a perfect sewist, far from. But you guys never judge me. You're never judgmental. You know, you're very supportive, and never make me feel like, oh, I shouldn't have shown that, it's not up to scratch, or, you know, anything like that. So I really do appreciate how wonderful and supportive you are. You guys are fantastic, and I love the interaction that I have with you. But that is me for today. I won't rabbit on any longer. I hope you are well, and I hope you are happy. I hope you get plenty of sewing done, and I will see you next week. See ya.